close to 10K people, and we got dropped because of Facebook. Like we were getting every so often, a handful of us were getting like 30-day bans, 7-day bans, and you can't do nothing when you're banned. So you can't comment, you can't react, you can only use the chat or like a messenger. You can't do nothing. It's like you're looking through a window. So, if you yourself and your group gets shut down and then you can't say nothing, it's like it's infuriating. It's gonna make you pissed, of course, But what is that?
That was my making fun of having to wear a mask in Home Depot. They said that's ridiculous. I said it's ridiculous to wear a T-shirt over your face and think it's going to stop a freaking virus too, asshole.
Yeah, it's just
if you can see through a T-shirt, how is that going to stop contaminated air?
Yeah, it's just a game. It's just,
symbolism. It's symbolism of slavery.
It is what
and
it
control.
And that's the thing, like pseudoscience and pseudomedicine, right? So you were talking about verbal judo, right? Or what was it?
Verbal judo.
Verbal judo. And so people do pseudoscience, pseudo medicine, and so that exists. And so if people are smart enough, they can literally conjure up a medical paper that will look legit and pass it around, and on paper, hey, it looks legit. Let's go with that. And then it could be considered a real thing. And then you can go and, hey, now it's an aerosol, now it's this, now it's that. Well, it could be real, but also it can be documented to seem real also. It could be both ways. It could be real. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it could be fabricated as well. I'm just saying it's possible.
Well, I'll give you an example, and I can somehow, I don't mean to do it, but it is going to go back to child support. The whole entire 42 section of federal code is commercial by nature and requires a contract. Nobody knows that.
Right.
So when they say they're coming after you under federal code such and such, everybody quakes in their boots and doesn't know reality that if they don't have a contract with you, you don't have a payment.
Yeah.
Wow. So how is that going to affect like Agenda 21, where we'll all be like a world government by 2030 and no more cash and no more privately owned property? Is that going to happen? And what will that do to child support?
If the corporations win and all that, which they're not, because they're going to be, their own weapons going to be used against them. And then there's also the fact that they probably don't even know the law as good as they thought they did, because it seems like they're making a lot of mistakes lately.
Yeah, like Walmart, for example. With what? FEMA camps? Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
Walmart said FEMA camp?
Yeah.
I went to CYO camp when I was a kid.
No. Walmart was hooked up with DUMBs, deep underground military tunnels and bases, and they were trafficking children through these things. When they were going to do Hillary's 8-year part of the 16-year plan,
right?
They were going to target conservative people and pack them away. If you were a patriot or a conservative, you were going to go to a FEMA camp. And they were setting up for that, and they have evidence of it all.
Yeah, they've been
for a long time, bro.
Yeah, isn't there connections with Hillary Clinton Foundation or Hillary Clinton's finances through Walmart?
Yep, and so was Gates.
Bill Gates, yeah.
Well, I know that the Walton family, if they combined their money into one group, would be the richest people in America, not the Gates.
Did you know that the Vatican has been kind of like taken over? The Vatican?
What do you mean, been taken over? Oh yeah. You mean like just yeah? Of course, it's corrupt. I mean,
all the bishops have been arrested. The Pope has been executed. The monies and all of that has been seized. Do you remember the executive order that said that all, I guess, nefarious parties, to all the people that were tied to crimes on humanity, all of their assets have been seized, as part of the Just era with the global reset. We're in an alliance with hundreds of other countries, and we've pretty much taken all the bad guys' money. All these Hollywood people,
Yeah.
they're going to the ATM and their balances are showing up zero.
Yeah. So
We're taking all their shit.
and I had it somewhere in Twitter. Like I have to go way back down, but where there was like even some videos of the Pope walking around in the street, and he looked like he had a worried look on his face.
Yeah. You see the clip where he and Trump were standing next to each other and they were doing the press briefing or whatever, and Trump reaches down with his pinky and he tries to touch the Pope and the Pope slaps him. I about pissed myself when I saw that one. And the Pope looks like he's constipated, man, and wants to explode, and Trump's standing there with a smile.
Yeah, because I've been to the Vatican and I've been around the area several times because of my wife and her family. We every year, like once or twice, or it depends. Well, nowadays it's kind of hard since the travels are shut down. But yeah, we used to go to so many different monumental places, and I've been to part of one section of the catacomb. I mean, it's like humongous. It's everywhere. But I've been to one section that is several miles away from the Vatican or any other place, and it's just like a road. There's a gate you go through, a road, and there's like a weird little. There's like a tree, little entrance area. It's just flat, and then there's like an entrance that goes down, like into this hole, and it seems like it's like a tourist attraction thing, but it's like real kind of hidden. And every so often you'll see groups that come in that were like Catholic, or they'll do Catholic groups and other people who do research, and they'll do like chaining. There's like a little thing that they do, but it's like sectioned off. So once you go down, you can only go off to so many different sections, and some of them are still being excavated, obviously, but the network is so huge that it goes like through several countries. Like it's humongous. But
Yeah, is he talking about the tunnels connecting?
yeah, and it's humongous, and there's a lot of
40-foot in diameter, if I remember correctly, on the machine that I saw.
Yeah, some of them are huge. Like you go down further, I can look up and see almost close to almost 3 stories above me. Once you get down, then you see some light in different little holes that they have, like little. Then you start to understand it's part of some of the sewer, or not sewer, but an ancient area, because a lot of the Italian area is ancient. Like there's very few new buildings, of course, because there's apartments and whatnot. But a lot of the stuff, like they'll reuse old architecture to make a law office or something like that, and it's nice. Get like huge Gothic big old doors, like it's like 20-foot doors, like 2 of them that you've got to open, and then to make it simple, they make a cutout, and it's a smaller door that you walk through the bigger door. So
and it looks like a piece of the design is really at the door.
Yeah, but it's real neat out there. There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen everything, and I've been there so many years, so many times, up and down, like north.
I've never been, and I'm never going.
I hear
it's
you.
Nice though.
So I am stoked, and I can't wait to get back to America. I had my dip test where they stick the thing in your nose yesterday, and I'll get my results back maybe by Friday. And
you're actually allowing them to test you?
I'm in quarantine. Yeah, I'm stuck in quarantine, and I'm in the Philippines right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm in quarantine. I can't leave my house, so I have to have 2 negative test results for coronavirus before I can leave my house. So this will be my second one, and my wife was positive on the last one, so she'll need 2 more. It's turning into quite an ordeal to get home. So
yeah, I've also heard reports of people coming down with the coronavirus after getting tested.
Well, of course, it's the test. It's not stopping you from getting it, but I understand they want to make sure that we're not traveling and sick.
No, I mean
So-
things like obvious, like the new tests are from China, and the head doctor of the triage, tests his employees or nurses and other fellow doctors and whatnot, and then like 90% of them come down with the virus, and most of them are dying. Contaminated?
Could be possibly. There's also contamination, and then there's also fake tests that were floating
Yeah.
around. Like
That are actually killing people.
in Africa, they were sending fake tests to. They were testing mangoes, and they were coming out positive. They were testing out random.
They did this in
I
California.
got a couple mangoes on my porch.
They did this in California as well. They even send in blank tests, and a certain percentage would come back positive. But
Gentlemen, it is getting.
I'm not complaining about it at all. I'm just saying I'm stuck in that situation. I'm excited to get my results so I can leave. Because I was supposed to be back in California a week ago, but I got on the no-fly list because of that. So hopefully I will.
Well, gentlemen, I appreciate the invite. I have enjoyed the chat, but dinner time calls.
Oh, well,
Right
you
on.
go eat. Okay, what's for dinner? What's for dinner there?
I believe it is chicken and broccoli.
Oh, that sounds good.
Nice.
Relatively healthy. Y'all have a good one and stay in touch, huh?
Yeah,
Thanks, Ed. I
thank you.
appreciate it.
was
And
nice
follow
talking
him
to you.
at Tyranny
We'll be in
Blockers.
touch, Ninja. Say again, Jim?
Follow you at Tyranny Blockers. I put your link in there. Hopefully you get a lot of followers.
Roger that. Thank you, fellas. You have a good one. Stay safe.
Bye.
God bless.
Bye. Have a good one.
You too. I can figure out how to get out of this thing now.
I think you just hit the red button, I think.
Just smash it.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Or you can hang out, eat dinner,
I might have to.
watch you eat chicken. I can remove you.
Just exit the thing or
My whole screen is your purple screen. There's nothing coming up.
press escape key, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked. Roger that. Ninja, you're a stud. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Later, man.
Okay, he's gone.
Cool.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Hope he's learning.
I am always interested in that argument because a lot of people, and then people will also go back to like the Constitution and the Confederacy and the Articles of Confederation and
Mhm.
all this stuff that happened before the Constitution. And
That's why I asked about the law he was talking about, because then I was like, it has to be that it's so significant. It was 1906.
well, if it's still being used in court and successfully, then it's like the Logan Act is like from a couple hundred years ago too.
Right. What was it called?
And they used that against
Sentinel.
General Flynn.
Mhm.
So, yeah, Dragonfly Sparkles has got some huge zucchinis when compared against a Cavendish banana. Awesome. I'm going to retweet those. So I have nothing else to talk about since I have not read the news today. And I was counting on you.
Well, there's a lot of news that's out right now, like just all over the place, like Ghislaine Maxwell stuff. There's 6 people arrested for discovering a homemade prison, a torture chamber in a Dutch police. There was, it looked like it was a shipping container or some sort of a room, some sort of shipping container. Yeah. But yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell, there was. So I had even tweeted before anything, she better be tested for COVID before they remove her. They're going to use that as an example to move her. And sure enough, they are already doing something like that. Says that she was placed in 40-day COVID isolation in Brooklyn jail. And then some other journalists wrote that she was hiring a lawyer that was the same lawyer that took down El Chapo. So whatever that's worth. But
El Chapo. And who's El Chapo?
the drug lord.
The drug lord from where? I've never heard of him.
Is it Colombia, right? El Chapo. Oh no, that's Pablo Escobar. Yeah, El Chapo, that's the guy.
El Chapo, Mexico, maybe.
Yeah, Mexican drug lord. Sinaloa.
Escobar is in jail in America, I believe. And he's from, not from Mexico.
Oops.
Colombia, I think.
The king of cocaine.
Ilhan Omar. She's in the news. I saw Tom Fitton talking about her.
Who's that?
That they have proof that she married her brother, and that.
Oh yeah, yes.
Maybe her citizenship will be revoked because she did it illegally. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so because there's literal proof of it.
So, once you get like a victim card that you can play, like the black victim card.
Whatever she's gonna do, they're gonna try to make it a thing. Even if they do make it a thing to come to her rescue, and the deep state go and do whatever they do, that's just gonna slow them down while we can make counter moves and go on offense and keep pushing, the truth and exposing them. So
Yeah, she's already turned her district into Somalia, so
yeah, it's not nice.
What more can you ask?
Yeah.
You can ignore them.
Oh my God! If this is just getting ridiculous, every senator or governor or whoever is just showing the true colors right now, and just like they think that's not gonna, come back to bite them.
I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is I want to get home, and when I get home, I want to basically be American and do American things and go places, and
I hear you.
I want to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get some sun.
Yeah.
California's a good place to get some sun, so I will go do that. And I'm feeling like these Mary Poppins people that Conserve Validity just tweeted. I'm feeling sticky. Time to go outside. Get some sun clean going on. So I think we're at the end of our day.
Yeah.
So the news and if Murdoch will come on, then I'll come back at 9 p.m. in New York. That's probably 8 p.m. in your neck of the woods.
Somewhere around there, I've noticed. Yeah, that's a good little transitions. You have the around 3 p.m. and then around 8 to 9 p.m. So hopefully I can get a hold of Corey, and then we can, because I did talk to him about it being Wednesday, but because you have a 8-hour difference, or what are you?
Yeah, but I will go. Let me see. You sent me the message, and you said I'm gonna unless you delete the message by the time I look at it. You said
no, it's there.
You said see you tomorrow. Yesterday, so well, it's tomorrow now. Maybe that was. Anyway, the problem is we need